Welcome back to the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series, and welcome back to Circuit Ricardo Tormo. We arrive at a circuit that is traditionally wonderful for EuroNASCAR action. In its 25th anniversary year, this circuit opening in 1999. There is some 14 corners and 4 kilometers for our drivers to take in. And on EuroNASCAR Pro's side of the spectrum, it's going to be the defending champion Gianmarco Ercoli looking for a good weekend as he begins his title defense.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series. We are ready to kick off the 2024 season. And next to me, Gianmarco Ercoli, the 2023 EuroNASCAR Pro champion. So for you, it's going to be title defense, right?
Yeah, this year is hard because all the other drivers are very fast. In the free practice, have a good speed. I try now in the second practice to doing better, but I think in this winter we're doing a good job. So tomorrow, if a race, tomorrow it's possible stay near the podium, sure.
Because you said it, can we tell the people what's going on?
Yeah, maybe because it's possible born my first daughter, and if born, sure, I fly to Rome for staying near my family.
So when you see this, there's going to be good news for the Ercoli family. Thank you so much, mate.
Vittorio Garelli, our first pole sitter of the year with his new team, PK Carsport. Great to see the Italian driver moving into that team. Then he looks like a very strong force to be reckoned with in the 2024 season. Incidentally, Gianmarco Ercoli, at the time of the Saturday race beginning, already a father. Him and his wife have welcomed a baby girl into the world. He's on the third row of the grid. Let's see what he can do from there. As we go racing, it's Tobias Dauenhauer with the lead into the first corner. The driver that started on the outside of the front row with a wonderful start. He gets away nicely. No such luck at all for Vittorio Garelli. Oh, and there's a lot of contact at the rear end of the field. Ryan Vargas caught up in that. Thomas Dombrowski. Also, I think Vladimir Osiortz is potentially involved in that as well. At least a half dozen cars scattering across the runoff area at turn 1. So not a clean start by any means at the rear end of the field. Dauenhauer from Blake Molan at the front of the pack. Liam Hasemans is there in 4th position as well, just behind Vittorio Garelli, who will not be happy with how this race has gotten started. He'll have been looking to progress from pole position, disappear up the road and build a lead, and that's not happening for him. Thomas Tefel pressuring Martin Dubek there further back in the order. And then you see Paul Dufresne in the number 3 car. He's got a new teammate this year in EuroNASCAR 2. Is Patrick Schauber moving across from Double V Racing, who'll be running this car a little later on Saturday. Dufresne has gone from being mentored to being the mentor in a matter of months. His career is really on the rise in EuroNASCAR. Thomas Tefel looking fast and confident here, right on the back of Martin Dubek at the moment. Tefel did some testing here in the winter back in February. Has some experience under his belt at this track as Dufresne drifts wide there. There's Gianmarco Ercoli, just following Luca Leclerc at the moment. Leclerc be driving through the mirrors here in this battle for 6th position. Ercoli looking racy, but you see there the bodywork loose on that car as well. Won't be causing too much of an issue. The side skirt doesn't really add too much aero to the car, but there will be an increase in drag with that piece flapping in the manner that it is. Now, certainly not A1. And Leclerc, of course, who was runner-up last year, doing a great job for now of holding off the defending champion. Martin Dubek behind them, of course, a former EuroNASCAR 2 champion back in 2021 as well. He's looking for a strong season across both categories as he once again doubles up. 54 cars. Right side bodywork just flapping away. And Dubek with the inside line into turn 2. The gate was open. Dubek's gone through it, and so has Thomas Tefel. Paul Giffreau might try as well. Well, Vittorio Garelli has still not moved up to anywhere from 3rd position, and Gianmarco Ercoli, the other speedy Italian, is dropping through the order. Our fast Italian racers are struggling across the board. Here is Garelli at the moment in 3rd place. You won't know that Ercoli has dropped back further. I think Garelli versus Ercoli was the kind of popular choice, the battle that everyone expected to be the defining title battle of the 2024 EuroNASCAR Pro season. Maybe with the likes of Hasemans and Downhauer getting involved as well. But certainly for Ercoli, he's not rallying particularly well at the moment in this first race. Of course, he's welcomed his daughter into the world. I'm sure he's got his head in several places at the moment. Here's Paul Giffreau. He's down in 11th place now. Patrick Lemarie just ahead of him. Lemarie drifting out wide. Tries to get the power down and does just about make it around the corner, but doesn't get through very quickly at all. Paul Giffreau then moves up to 11th place. Just behind them is Mark Goossens, who didn't have a great qualifying session. And look at that, Gianmarco Ercoli falling into their clutches as well. Ercoli really is struggling in that 54 car. You see him there, 10th position at the moment. This is not the start that anyone anticipated for Cal Racing star driver. Giffreau watches on as the 54 car goes out wide, and also looked like someone was going into the pit lane there as well, maybe. Oh no, that's Dubek. So Dubek in at the pits. Meanwhile, Giffreau goes to the inside and manages to move up into what will be 9th position with Dubek off the circuit. Here comes Mark Goossens as well. Ercoli really getting swallowed up here. Maybe he took the best out of the tyres in quali, the qualifying session, and both races have to be completed on the same set of Hoosier tyres, and that means if you overheat them, put them through too much in quali, it will affect the rest of your weekend, and I just wonder if that's what's happened with Ercoli. Blake Emolan and Garelli still going at it for 2nd place. Tobias Downhauer well clear for promotion. Lest we forget the promotion team in their first full season debuted 1 round into 2023 with young Downhauer. Look at that, Blake Emolan smoking. Is his tyre going down? It looks like it is. Yes, something is wrong with that car, be it tyre, be it suspension. I'm not quite sure, but nonetheless, Vittorio Garelli moves up into 2nd place, and behind him, Fabrizio Armetta running 3rd position. Armetta in a very strong place for the club Motorsport then, and unfortunately Team Blake Emolan with some work to do on that 69 car. Paul Giffreau following Lucas Lasser now in the battle for 4th position, so Giffreau making his way up the order nicely. As if Lasser was wide there coming through turn 1, has to be careful about that. Track limits are being policed, and again very wide out of turn 2 as well. Be careful to adhere to these track limits or the penalties will start falling. Downhauer's out of turn 2 at the moment. He goes a bit wide as well. Really not a million miles behind him in 2nd position, so Downhauer will still be aware, he'll still be feeling the pressure, but he can just manage these tyres and try and get the car home. Just ahead of him, incidentally, is Liam Hasemans, who's had a poor race. Hasemans has had some issues. We're on board with Downhauer, and it sounds like something is wrong with that car. Downhauer has a problem. Sounds like he just can't find a gear in that thing. Vittorio Garelli goes past and is our new race leader. And Tobias Downhauer is limping around the circuit. Downhauer is headed for the pit lane, and his efforts to try and win this race have come to an early end, just 2 laps from home. Vittorio Gorelli is back in the race lead then. Back in the position he started in. He was our pole sitter at the beginning of this race. This is not the manner in which he would have wanted to start this, or not the manner in which he would have wanted to win it. He'd have liked to have passed his competitors rather than see them fall. But a checkered flag is a checkered flag. And Vittorio Gorelli takes the checkered flag. Paul Giffreau moved up to second place after Luca Lasser was found to be breaking the track limits. Fabrizio Armetta was second on the road.
It was a nice race. I had a very good pace, but we had a little problem. We had a little issue in the start, so we lost a few positions, and we were so close, so it's very hard to overtake. Yeah, I managed to pass second. I think Seb got a flat spot or something. But yeah, then also the temperatures were very high, so it was very limited for the cars. But yeah, it was important to start with the win, and let's carry on like that. I have the pole for tomorrow, so that's good. And I dedicate this victory to my uncle, Zio Renato. He passed away a few months ago. It's for him.
Yes, Paul Giffreau on the podium, and we were a little bit confused why you're in third position because Luca Lasser crossed the line before you. Can you tell us something? Did your team already said something about this?
When you don't look to track limits, it's easier to be faster, so he understood that, but hopefully the race directory was good and they saw it. So yeah, it was really nice. So yeah, I'm happy for this P3, starting from P15. That was amazing, and yeah, we got this podium. That's really nice after this bad qualification.
Well, Giffreau thought he was third, but he was upgraded to second. Armetta disqualified for illegal parts on the car, not quite conforming to the regulations. But a big celebration for Vittorio Gorelli. Junior trophy going the way of Paul Giffreau. Challenger trophy to Thomas Tuffel at the conclusion of that first race. Well, the fans at Valencia only had a couple of hours to wait before we went racing again. The EuroNASCAR 2 category opening up, and a new guard, of course. Paul Giffreau, last year's champion, not defending his title.
The EuroNASCAR 2 is back in 2024, and we have one of the most successful drivers from 2023. When we take a look at the ranking and we go down, you are now the best EuroNASCAR 2 driver in 2024 that was in the series in 2023. So exactly. What is your role?
Yeah, win it. Like I think when everyone is going up to the pro division, yeah, my job is now to win it. I think it's a logical way to go.
Anything you can tell us about your preparation in winter for the championship?
Yeah, I was this year even a little harder on myself than the year before, so my preparation was quite good. Tried to get a lot in areas where it was much hotter than in Luxembourg to get a little bit used to the heat, and yeah, my preparation was quite hard.
Short words on Daytona, please.
Amazing. Like that was just so great. I like so many people ask me like, explain me what. It's just I have no words actually. Like it's just something so amazing. The track is amazing, the car is amazing, and then the whole American show. It's just you cannot believe how crazy it is if you sit in the car and then at one moment you're realizing, yeah, I'm in Daytona and now it's time to go.
All right, thank you so much. Gil Linster racing for Hendrix Motorsport, and he raced at Daytona International Speedway in the ARCA series. So we're really looking forward to see you at the track. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Gil Linster with some pressure on his shoulders. Not least of which because he is on pole position. Gil Linster right up there at the sharp end. Martin Dubeck making it an all Hendrix Motorsport front row of the grid. So he'll be looking to try and move around the outside and try and hold the lead. But they spoke of their respect for one another going into the start of this race. Tuffel and Schauber, a very strong second row of the grid as well. And then the Legend Trophy runners on the third row of the grid, the front runners Melvin de Groot and Claudio Remeggio Capelli on row 3. We're underway and racing in EuroNASCAR 2 then, and it's Linster who tries to pull across to the outside there to try and stave off Dubeck, but Dubeck has the run around the outside. Oh, drifts a little bit wide there. Oh, and contact between them. Contact between Dubeck and Linster. Dubeck leads then, and it looks like Linster has a problem. I think maybe Linster's tyre got cut down there or something like that. He is limping and falling through the order. well, the respect between them that they displayed chatting to André on the live broadcast ahead of the race, that didn't last very long at all. Martin Dubek leading then. He'll feel bad about that contact, I'm sure. Thomas Tuffel in second position now. And then in third place, it is Patrick Schauber. No, it's not Patrick Schauber actually. Claudio Remeggio Capelli getting up to third place. Melvin de Groot in fourth, and Schauber not getting the best start. He was held up, I think, by Linster, and he's down in fifth position. Well, a dramatic start to the 2024 EuroNASCAR 2 season. A bit of a new guard feel this year, with a few of the front runners from previous couple of seasons moving up to EuroNASCAR Pro. Oh, goodness me. Claudio Remeggio Capelli sideways there through turn 12 in the back of shot. He runs in third place. He's got some pressure going on behind him from Melvin de Groot and co. Meanwhile, Dubek and Tuffel just driving away at the sharp end of the order. They cross the line then to complete the first lap, and Dubek it is that leads the way. Tuffel just starting to fall a couple of car lengths back in second place. Then it's Claudio Remeggio Capelli, who looks like he's struggling to keep that car straight at the moment. I think he's got a bit of a loose car. Here comes Patrick Schauber, the side of Dombrowski. Now, Dombrowski was actually attacking Patrick Schauber there. Schauber struggling early on. Rosonis drifting wide there as well. The 46 car under attack. That's Kenko Miura trying to go around the outside of Chrysonis. Kenko Miura, another driver who's gone oval racing in the US off the back of EuroNASCAR, much like Gil Linster. Linster will feel most aggrieved at the moment, though. His car is in the pit lane. Claudio Remeggio Capelli, Melvin de Groot, Patrick Schauber and Thomas Dombrowski, your four-car fight for third place. And again at turn 12, Claudio Remeggio Capelli has a bit of a drama, but a bigger drama for Melvin de Groot. Tags the rear of Claudio Remeggio Capelli, and his car seemingly just disintegrates. He loses all of his bodywork at once. That is going to have a big effect on the car. That's not going to turn properly. The 69 car that, of course, was damaged in the EuroNASCAR Pro race earlier on with Sebastian Bleekemolen at the wheel is once again looking exceedingly second-hand with Melvin de Groot at the wheel. No luck at all on Saturday for Team Bleekemolen. Capelli and Schauber still fighting it out for third position then. Of course, Claudio Remeggio Capelli moving over to Alex Caffey Academy Motorsport this year. Oh, and Patrick Schauber there to the inside. Both drivers in their first race appearance for their respective new teams. And Schauber wants to get through and start chasing down the others for the big positions. Capelli, though, not going to have it, not going to let him have it easy. I think Claudio's going to learn a thing or two across the year from his new teammate Vladimiros Siortzis, who of course runs the car in EuroNASCAR Pro. We've seen how quick Siortzis can be. Rosonis, meanwhile, to the inside of Melvin de Groot. Kenko Miura also getting past him. That car, again, is clearly not up to pace. He's lost the front splitter. He's lost all of the front bodywork. That car is decidedly second-hand at the moment. Of course, wants to try and stay out there if he possibly can, just to try and score some solid points in this race. Simone Giussani goes past the stricken 69 car as well. Giussani gets past Kenko Miura as well. Giussani debuting in EuroNASCAR 2 from the World of Legends racing. He was very competitive in Legends last year. Great to see him with us. Jack Davidson and Julian Reberg looking for a way past Melvin de Groot as well. Davidson gets past Reberg there and will try and get past Melvin as well. The Scottish driver in his second season, of course, of EuroNASCAR. And he's now racing for Lux Motorsport. I think that car basically lives on the family farm over in Scotland. Capelli and Dombrowski continue to fight it out for fourth position at the moment. So Capelli's lost out to Schauber and may well lose out to Dombrowski as well, because here they go side by side on the run towards turn 12. Turn 12 has been tricky so far for Capelli, and he backs out of that side-by-side situation, and maybe it's wise that he did, because Dąbrowski lost it there. If Capelli had been side-by-side with him, then that would have been a collision between the two for sure. Claudio Remeggio Capelli then playing his cards right, remains in 4th position for the time being. The battle for the lead is becoming a 3-way scrap at the moment, a 3-way dance here at the Circuit Ricardo Tormo. Dubek, Tefel and Schauber, your 3 participants. Patrick Schauber, who claimed that win last year at Oschersleben with Double V Racing. Big lock up there from Thomas Tefel. You can't afford to do that too often. It damages the tyre. It certainly lets Patrick Schauber know that he's feeling the pressure as well. Through 12, and then the long sweeper that is turn 13. This is, of course, a circuit that predominantly affects the right side tyres. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 6, turn 8. And indeed that long 13-14 combination all lean heavily on the right side of the car. Schauber watching Tefel. He noted that he didn't try and dive to the inside, but Tefel went massively defensive. Again, just showing that he knows he's under threat, and here comes Schauber. And Tefel just didn't get that car stopped properly for turn 2. Patrick Schauber makes it look easy, moves up into 2nd position. And I think Schauber's got the pace to build a gap from there, unless Tefel can find something special. Meanwhile, Martin Dubek has had a brilliant drive. Of course, that contact with his Hendrix Motorsport teammate, Gil Linster, at the very start of the race won't be particularly coveted by Martin or the team. But that aside, the race has been exemplary, and the 2021 EuroNASCAR 2 champion begins his campaign for title number 2 with a win at the Circuit Ricardo Tormo. Schauber and Capelli round out your top 3. Tefel and Dąbrowski round out the top 5.
Welcome back to Victory Lane. How was it for you?
Thank you, nice feeling. Back again, was easy, you know? Was really good from start to the end, so to the finish, so I'm really happy. I think that this win in EuroNASCAR 2 is after 1.5 years, so really happy, and I hope that the fans also enjoy it, so it was good. I'm really happy. I don't know what to say.
Then I will let you say something about the first lap, about the first turn, and we talked about it before the race. You and Gil Linster going side by side, and you made contact. Can you tell me something what happened there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. There was the contact, but it was on the straight, so not in the corner, so I don't think that was any mistakes there. I don't know what happened. I have to check on the video, but I was faster in the first turn, so I had a good start. So in the first turn I was first, and so yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was good.
Patrick Schauber, a roller coaster of emotions, I think, in this race. You went down to 5th, back to 2nd place. Tell me, how was your race?
Hot, really hot, yeah. It's amazing how hot in the car it can get. But yeah, P2, I think I can be happy with that result, but still I want to go up to the P1, yeah. So yeah, I hope tomorrow I will start in a good position, and yeah, tomorrow I will fight for the victory.
There you go then. Podium celebrations. Dubek, Schauber and Capelli, your overall top 3, celebrate a great start to their season. Of course, the Legend Trophy also going to Claudio Remeggio Capelli, and the Rookie Trophy going to this man, Julian Rehberg, on his debut in the 2nd promotion car. Lots of drivers will be happy then with their efforts on Saturday, including Ariana Casoli, who won the Lady Trophy in EuroNASCAR 2. A dramatic opener to the 2024 season then. And guess what? We do it all again on Sunday. 2 more races, 1 for each category on Sunday.